Alrighty, hello internet, welcome to real life. Guess what's happening? Living on the edge in a very budgetary way. So what's happening is, I barely got the bike to start, because, well, it's that time of year, the battery is shot, it was on the tender for days, went out there and it barely cranked. I turned it off, put air in the tires, looped the chain, tried to turn it back on, it wouldn't turn. Like, okay, cool. So then I put it back on the tender for like 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and I tried to crank it again, and I barely got to crank, and it has cranked. And now that it is on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to the shop and drop it off, and eventually get the battery replaced, because that's what it needs. So here's the thing, until then I have next to zero gas. I was like, oh, here's another conundrum. Do I head straight to the shop with little gas and potentially run out of gas, so I have a dead battery and no gas, or do I go to the gas station, put gas in it, and at the same time do not turn the bike off? I was literally just about to habitually click, turn it off. Don't turn it off. I'm going to do a big no-no, kids. Because of reasons, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to leave your vehicle running and put gas in it. But you know what? It is the less of two evils. Cannot risk turning the bike off without the tender to kind of give it the little jump that it needs. By the way, it's furthest from my mind now because of the problems of limping this bike, but it is 40 degrees. It's pretty cold. It's 40, sunny and mostly dry. It's like, I'll take it. So I'm wearing my big little boy leathers. I was ready to go have a good hour of just whomp, but no, now I'm not going to have a good whomp. I'll take a longer route to the gas station because my friend's going to give me a ride home from the shop, which I would be appreciative of, but he won't be here for a while. So do I spend that time sitting at the shop, which I might be in there for a while, or do I spend some of that time riding around? Like if the battery's cranked, the bike's cranked, I should be able to ride a little bit. So I'll take a detour on the way to the shop, talk to the camera, enjoy myself. Yes, on the dot. That's good. It's gonna be so hard to break that habit of, I'm used to turning the bike off whenever I stop. If I need to hear somebody talking, I just turn it off. If I do that, I could be screwed. That's one reason I kind of want to beeline it to the shop, so I have less chances to screw up. Truthfully, most likely at this point, since it's been on for 3 minutes, if I turn it off and cranked it right back up, it would crank right back up. But I'm not gonna risk it, dude. What is your plan? You about done fixing your hair? Quit fussing. You're gorgeous. Get the out of the way. Hands on 10-2, Mama Jamma. Let's go. Tits and ass. What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. Well, fine. I'll go this way. Oh. I was like, my pin lock layer isn't working. No, it's working. It's just my shades that are fogging. I probably shouldn't have worn my shades. If it's this cold, pin lock's going to do me no good if my shades fog up. Tires are full of air, but they are cold, so this is a little slippery. A little bit of care. Oh, you know something I realized? I apparently at some point accidentally reset my Trip 2 meter, which sucks. That's the one I use for seeing how long it's been since I've changed the oil. I believe it's damn near time for an oil change or a service interval. I don't know because I accidentally reset it apparently when I was trying to reset Trip 1, which is the normal gas amount, which by the way I had to reset. I totally forgot. My bike is dumb. When I go over to Trip 1, it's on Trip 2. In order to get to Trip 1, I have to go to the menu, Trip 2, over, down, Trip 1, reset, which is really dumb. Reset, and so that's how I probably accidentally did Trip 2, because you have to go, for some reason, you have to go through Trip 2 to get to Trip 1. Anyway, I might leave the bike there for as long as it takes for not just a battery, but a service whatsoever as well. But don't know how long that's going to take, and it's probably going to cost more than I want to pay, so maybe the bike will just stay there. I don't know. I mean, I want the bike. I want to ride at least every week, even if it's freaking cold. I love riding and stuff, but it's winter. If there's a time to be without your bike, it's when the weather's bad, so. But still, man, I haven't had, I want to have at least one bike at a time. If this would be acceptable. If this isn't likely at all. I drop this bike off and they go, hey, guess what, sucker? Your Zero motorcycle is fixed and Zero paid for it because it's their mistake. I'm like, yes, right it is. Here's your bike for free. I'd be like, woo! And then I'd just take that bike and I'll leave this one here for a while. That'd be fine, but most likely I'll be without a bike for a long time. Man, I'm surprised. I have the heated grips on max and I'm wearing my thick boy gloves, but I'm not wearing my thermal layer underneath these gloves, so I'm near max level. I'm 2 for 3 for the heat I can do for my gloves, and I'll tell you what, it's hot. So I'm going to turn that to low, actually. These fingers are so fat. I can't find the button. I can't push the button I'm trying to push. I'm running out of time. We're running out of time. There we go. But yeah, I bought these gloves last fall. Fall? Yeah, I was doing a long ass. That's right. I was riding from Florida on the GSA back to Kansas, and it was only like it was 55 or 50, but jeez, dude, it was so strangely cold. I was like, I've got to find a place to get gloves. So I punched in a address for a Cycle Gear, which was like an hour and a half away, and like a half-hour offer. Was like, I've got to get some proper gloves. So I went and got some. I was like, thank goodness. Hands were they're just dying. Anyway, these are my winter ones, and it is winter time. Basically, we had our first snow a few days ago. As you can see, there's still some of it out here. Oh, this bike freaking rules, dude. Don't slide, because this thing could slide out from under me. Well, there it goes. Literally gave a little bit of gas and it hopped. It's just so cold and slippery. Ooh, this helmet has great airflow, which is not nice right now. My face is getting very cold. Wish I could see all the sexy wrappings I have on my body, because I've got myself all warmed up. But despite my best dressings, it's still cold. Oh, I want to go somewhere on the motorcycle. I'm about to be stuck here, man. No, that's what the whole freaking fan ride was for, was to have like one last good little go before the weather got bad. I'm glad I did that. But that being said, I kind of want to have a mini-meet this winter. But who would want to show up and sit in a parking lot when it's freaking freezing out? I would, personally, but I don't know if I'd be annoying to invite people like, why did you invite us out here to sit here when it's cold? Like, because I love you guys. So the shop is right over there. I was habitually heading that way. How do I add time? How do I add distance? Where would I go? What would be the point? I really should make this ride just a little bit longer. Ciao, it's me, Penis McQueen. Woo! Nope, I do not want to get off the bike, even though the shop is right here. I want to ride a bit more. I like my bike. I got some time to kill, so I'll just cruise. Ooh, you know what sounds like fun? I shouldn't do it because it's freaking stupid. I want to go to Starbucks and get a mocha. I've started to get into mochas lately for some reason, like a basic batch. And because my friend's coming to pick me up, it'd be really cute and sweet to get him a drink as a thank you. However, that's stupid partly because I can't pick up 2 drinks and carry them on the motorcycle, so it's a fun idea. It's a little selfish, but I can't actually do that. I'm just going to habitually head towards Starbucks anyway. Killing time. Oh, this bike freaking rules, dude. There's a Starbucks up there, I'm pretty sure. Why do I know that there's a Starbucks there if I don't go to Starbucks? Because I know where everything is, dude. Boy, I know where things are. I love when I see a picture of someplace in Kansas and I go, ah, I know where that is. Quick little story. I'm going to have to keep it vague and anonymous for reasons, but there is a celebrity type of a person who lives in Kansas. I know this because I was a fan of his, and when I found out he lived not far away, I was like, what? Crazy. And then, again, vague, I somehow got invited to a party at his house years ago. I didn't know him personally, but we had an acquaintance who invited me. So I got to go to his house, and when I went to his house, I was like, oh my gosh, I've driven by here on my motorcycle several times. I never knew that the famous blank lived right here. How cool is that? So it's like a fun little thing when you're like, oh, the world's small and I know what's what. Like, see, I want to have my visor up so I can get my visor from fogging, but then I want to put it down. First world problems. Maybe I can go in and be like, hey there, do you think you have the technology to put 2 drinks on this motorcycle? Because it'd be super cool. I would put them in my backpack, not that that would work, but I don't got my backpack no more, so the best I can come up with, I'd be stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm going to ask. I don't expect them to be able to solve it, but I'm desperate. I want to get a drink from my friend. But the best thing I can come up with is one of those cup holders and to put it in a plastic bag. And, oh, no! Don't turn it off! Oh! That's the whole thing! You can't! Oh, shoot. See, yeah, it cranked right back up. But no, I'm not leaving it off. The best I can come up with is getting a cup holder and putting a plastic bag and putting it on here. There is no way in heck it's going to work. There's no way. There's no way. I don't want to walk in there and then go, yeah, I want a drink, but I can't, so I'll buy now. What if I took my helmet off and had my own drink? I could do that. But I'd have to leave my bike on the whole time, and it's so stupid. This is so dumb. This makes a lot more sense now that I thought about it. It makes a lot more sense if when my... No, what? No. My kickstand was down. Or no, it wasn't. I don't know what happened. I screwed up. It's slippery. Anyway, it'd make a lot more sense if, when my friend picked me up, if he wanted to go to Starbucks and while we're in the car, we go to Starbucks. That makes way more sense. Well, it's a thought that counts, right? Also, can't say I didn't try. All right, that was really scary. I shut my bike off twice. Now, because I've failed so hard, I feel like I got to start heading to the motorcycle shop. I don't want the magic to end. I just want to keep riding my motorcycle. That's a tough question. I've asked myself this question, but I hadn't thought about it. Which bike would I rather take if it was snowing outside, the e-bike or this one? Both have a big problem. This bike I trust more, I like it more, I can do more in a way. If this one went down, yeah, the bike could be protected, but I don't want to scuff up its crash bars. The FX also has crash bars, and it has off-road-ish tires, but that thing slips like a mamma jamma. I don't trust it. If I was on a straight pavement road, it could do that, totally. The tires are narrow, and I don't know. Man, they both suck, but I think I would go with, okay, practical situation. You're heading to work, it's snowy, all you got are 2 motorcycles. What do you do? Depends. Let's say snow is coming down, there's some sand on the road. You know what's strange? I think this bike would get there more safely, but it's so annoying because the e-bike with those dual tires and stuff should be better, but it would be more dangerous on that bike. I don't trust it. It will fall over. It just slips. But would I take this bike? Man, that's a tough question. I'm literally putting myself in a situation where I'm pretending to be staring at my bikes. It's snowing and I gotta pick one to go to work. It's so tough. The e-bike. I would just drive nice and safe, and if the bike crashed, whatever. It's a beater. That's what it's for. It could get dumped. As long as I don't get too hurt when I crash. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. That's a better way to put it. Which bike would you rather crash on? Going 35 straight on the street and just which would you rather be on, the e-bike? Assuming I'm in my leathers and everything, that one, because that bike can just fly away. It's not as heavy, and I wouldn't feel as bad about it going down, as opposed to if this one would be like, oh no, is the bike okay? If the zero goes down, I know it's probably gonna be fine, and I don't care anyway. It's probably fine. Yeah, that's what I'd pick, but it's not a clear choice. It's not like, oh yeah, take that FX in the snow, because you don't want to take either of these bikes in the snow. Dude, this is sad. There's a fair chance this is my last ride of the year. It's almost December. Probably won't get these bikes back for at least a month. I don't know, man. It's possible. Over the past decade or more that I've been riding, it's usually been nice weather on Christmas. We usually don't get our nice snowy Christmases. We usually get like a 50 or even 60 degrees. And I usually end up going for a long ride on Christmas. It's kind of tradition, not by choice, just by circumstance. I kind of selfishly hope that happens again. I kind of hope the weather is nice-ish for Christmas, and I have this bike and I just go screw off somewhere. That'd be really cool. Specifically on Christmas, I'll ride to Club Country Plaza, something like that. And every Christmas I've gone, there's been just a lot of bikes out. People like me like, oh, it's nice, I'm gonna go ride. Like, don't you have Christmas and families? Like, yeah, I have a motorcycle too. I'm like, yeah, it's what's up, word. You're not wrong. Anyway, I'd like to get the bikes back soon. I would have liked to have had the e-bike back soon. It's been at least a couple months since I've dropped that one off, but that may be it. Sad. And then I'm fogging up, can't see. Put this mamma jamma right over chair, and I'll record a little bit more with my helmet, ka-chow, in the shop, and then I'm actually gonna put my camera. Can I dig it out? No, I can't. I'll put my camera on my little tripod handle thing, and I'm making a vlog of my week, so there'll be more about this on that video right here. Now I would put this in my pocket, but it has a deficiency, and that is there's a big old hole in there. Anything I put in there will fall in between my netting and my leather, so I'll lose it. I'll have to keep this in my hand. Oh my god, I'm full of leathers and I'm ready to go on an expedition. It'd be so cool to have a bike that could just through the snow, like a dirt bike or something, just mess around. Don't need it, but I'd like it. All right, did they rearrange the stuff? A little bit. Not since last time I was here, though. So, dude, I'm dropping off another motorcycle. Oh, I've never seen one of these back here. But look at this one. Look at it. 390 RC. This is new. It's pretty interesting. Oh, there's my bike. and there's a pot on it. There it is in tatters. Forgot all about it. And you know what? Because I don't know when he'll be available, I will end the video right here, and I will continue this in my handheld version video that will come out who knows when. Probably not very long. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this isn't the last ride for the year. It might be, though. Appreciate you all. I hope you're all doing well and being good, and I'll see you later. Bye.